Hello, and this is Lori again this morning. And this is going to be just a short little talk here. Of course, you know what I mean. Short little talk, it gets carried away. But this is about getting your business operating, or basically kind of a mindset. Um, Sometimes you fail at what you do, and it's not because you're not trying. A lot of times you don't realize you self sabotage yourself and you don't see it. Or sometimes you don't see it because it's like you lose interest or you get frustrated because things aren't happening because your mind tells you, well, if this worked, this would be happening right now, or I'm not getting any. And you know darn good and well that it takes a business, any business, it takes time for it to get up off the ground. Just because this is on the internet doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. It's no different than a brick and mortar business, okay? It takes time before you start making money. You're going to run in the red, you're going to be short on cash. You know, it's going to take a lot of work and you don't see anything coming back to you. But what does your mind do? It's telling you, well, this is supposed to be easier online. I should be having this. I should be having that. All those people over there are making money. This is just a scam. Well, let me tell you something. I scam myself a lot. Just like here with this Bitcoin multiplier success. I took it. I joined it because I know a lot of people there that are in this that have joined with Frank, and every single one of those people are making money with this system. I'm like, okay, I can't be the only one right and everybody else is wrong when all the people that are wrong are making money. Okay, so I can't be right. Something on my end is not right, not on their end. And if Frank is you know, coming in. I think he's a Bitcoin millionaire, has been for about a month or more, has been for a while, for a few weeks. And everybody else that's using this system is, if not multimillionaires or millionaires or multimillionaires, they're making darn good money. So it's not the system, it's me. And I've really kind of started noticing what it is I'm doing to myself. Okay, because this isn't, I've probably picked up several businesses before or systems to use, and I get to a point and then I just stop. Oh, this doesn't work or whatever, and I start realizing, um, no, this system I can actually see people making money because I've known the people in here from another program that I'm in, and so I have a fairly decent idea of how these people are doing, and a lot of them are also in this program. They're doing well in this other program, and they're doing well over here. But most of them came from here first, with Frank over here first. And I'm like, okay, so it's not me. And I had to really take a good look at myself. Okay, and I did Frank's system. I set it all up, but I realized when I was setting it up that I had missed several things, had not realized it at all. That I had missed doing a step or two. Didn't even notice it. Okay, I self sabotaged myself. Didn't even notice it. And then when I saw what the issue was, I was getting opt-ins. I mean, I have opt-ins, but they weren't joining until one of them had actually emailed me like, what the heck do I do? Okay, I need help here. And I'm like, oh my God. I realized Frank tells you in the video what to do. I just didn't do it. In my mind, I had told myself it was done. Okay? And it wasn't. But I had told myself it was. Okay? So, I was like, wow. So I went in to check. And so I said, well, okay, I need to do this. So I went to go do it. And I've been doing it for a week now. And this morning I woke up, I said, you know what? It's been a week and a half, and I still haven't done what I know I need to get done. And I sat back, it's kind of ridiculous. um, right away, Frank's system, he's got some fantastic opt-in pages and lead pages or whatever you call them. They're getting people. I'm getting them, and I'm not even using paid traffic. I'm using traffic from these um, traffic exchanges. Um, uh, Basically, a lot of them came from the rev share days. Um, I mean, um, well, they're traffic exchanges, which a lot of people say don't use because it's cheap traffic, and you're basically getting tier two, tier three traffic, very little tier one traffic. And I was like, I had a lot of credits build up in them, so I said, okay, not a problem. I'll just use out my credits while I put back some money to go buy solo ad traffic that Frank was talking about. And these people are opting in. But like I said, until one of them actually emailed me, I don't have, you know, I need help here. And I'm like, wow. And I still haven't done it. And this morning I pulled up and was getting ready. And I realized, wow, I still haven't done it. I'm kind of shocked at myself. I was like, I'm sabotaging myself. I've been at this for 10 days now. 10 days. Okay. The system isn't bad. It's there's nothing wrong with the system because I did get opt-ins, but they weren't going any further because they weren't getting the emails they were supposed to be getting that I was supposed to set up, that Frank had said we need to set up. People aren't going to opt in if they don't know what to do. So I once again self-sabotaged myself. But you know what? Today that ends. Today I get my emails fixed and I get them out somehow or another to the people who have opted in. Okay, so you people need to stop and think when something's not working. Is it the system or is it you? Okay, is it the system or is it you? Because in my case, and I stopped and this is what made me decide to make this no longer short video was this past year, I decided I'm going to just really sit down and try to figure out what it is I want to do and hone in on it. And I've honed in on 5 different projects. Okay, I really know what I want to do. And I was like, yo, I got to stop. I'm going to have to pick one and work with it. And I don't care what anybody tells you, you can't do 3 projects at a time. You can have one as your main one, and maybe in your spare time or when you're getting frustrated with one, you can pick up the other. But technically, you really need to stick with just one until you become a pro at this and you know exactly what you're doing. So, me, one who seems bent on sabotaging themselves, I don't need 3 projects. I only need one. Okay. Because when you got your mind scattered all over the place, you don't notice the fact that you're self sabotaging yourself. If I had not decided to take the challenge of beating Frank, I think became, had, in 1 month's time or something, I took a challenge where Frank became a Bitcoin millionaire. Uh, he had made over half a million in Bitcoin and cash in 1 month, but it said it took him 4 years to get to that point. And I decided using Frank's system that I would take 24 months to get to that point because he had refined his system. And therefore, I didn't have to go through and do any figuring out and experimenting. I didn't have to go through any failures. I just had to follow the system. And I'm glad I did because if I had not, if Frank had not figured out the system on his own and decided to share it with us, and if I hadn't decided to take that challenge to keep my nose to the grindstone, I would have never have seen what I'm doing to myself. I mean, I had a feeling that I was doing this to myself anyway. Okay, because at first I used to blame the system. It's not the system. Yeah, there's some scams out there for sure, but it's myself. And a lot of you out there want to whine and piss and moan. You need to shut up and take a look at yourself. If other people are making money with it, and I mean, and you know these other people or you've been around them for a while online, I don't know these people personally, but I've seen them online for a good year or more, so I'm familiar with them and I have an idea where they are at financially, and they're making money with this. Then it's not the system, it's you. Okay? And for me, it's me. I was stopping myself. I had not realized that for the last 10 days, I hadn't done what I was supposed to be doing. I was busy with this, I was busy with that. It's Christmas time, and my relatives are up here staying with me, and I've been doing this and I've been doing that. And I sat down this morning to to make some more emails for my email series. I mean, well, to make some more emails for broadcast and whatnot. And I realized I haven't done diddly squat. Okay, whose fault is that? Okay, well, let me put it this way: it's not necessarily a fault. It's a failure on my part. But it's also a win on my part because I realized I caught on to what I was doing. I caught on to at least one of the ways I'm sabotaging myself to fail. Okay? And that's all that this little video is about. Is Frank here says, never tell anyone your problems. 20% don't care and the other 80% are glad you have them. And while this may be my problem, it's also a problem for a lot of people out there. Okay? And I'm saying, oh, I do care. Okay? I care. But this is a reason, could be one of the reasons why you're failing, is you don't see that the issue is your problem. I thought I had taken care of these emails. Somehow or another, my mind told me I had. But when I got in here and checked it out, I hadn't. And for 10 days, some of these people have opted in. It's been almost a month now. And they're sitting there, no instructions. They probably turned around and signed up underneath somebody else. But don't worry, today I'm taking care of that. So all I'm saying is, if you're not making money, go back through the training and check everything. Make sure you did it. Oops. You did everything you were supposed to do, and you did it like you were supposed to do it. I thought I had, but my mind was telling me otherwise. It kept me busy doing other stuff. And before I know it, 10 days had passed. Or 10 days since the last time I realized I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. Okay? Your mind can play terrible tricks on you. So, I guess my words are, you need to double check yourself. And I guess that's where an accountability partner comes in because they can check your work. But if you don't have one, you got to be extra vigilant on making sure that you get stuff done. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't sit back and blame and cry and whine. Just go back and check your work. Go back through the training. All right? You take care and have a successful life.